I know y'all been waiting on that walkthrough video, so we're finally ready to show you our house. Come on, let me show you where we live.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
I'm gonna start right back here. We have a phenomenal patio right here. And you can either keep the screen up or down, really depending on you. If you want an unobstructed view, you can open it up. Sit right here like this. If you don't really care, this is great for Maverick, because if we're gonna be somewhere and it's cool enough to just leave the patio, the glass doors open, we can do that. And we can leave that open and he can come out here and get all of the sun he wants, or he can go inside. Now this, let me show you how we've changed this up. We're not officially like we're gonna keep it yet, but this goes all the way up. I'll show you how that works. But there used to be this on both sides. And depending on how big of people you are, you could fit either 4 or 6 people at this dinette, the way it originally come. But look over here, let me show you. The only fault with that is then you have no way to get to your patio. So you have to literally, for the last however many months, I've been doing this. Check it out, we're done with that. So tossed all that part, and we're going to make this to where it can be a walkway. Also, when we get where we're going and we're going to be somewhere long term, like while Rob's on an active contract or something, the rhino goes out back there somewhere, anywhere, and this becomes my craft room. But I've already got my thread on the wall. It stays here, it don't go anywhere, it's alien taped up. So that's one less thing I have to do when I'm getting where I'm going. Got the helmets ready, just in case. Now, let me show you in here, come on. We do have sliding glass doors. Not everyone does that has a toy hauler. Come on in, I'll show you. Okay, so we'll just start right here. Sliding glass doors. We can look outside. We can keep it open if we want to. This is not the couch that came in our rig. Our rig had one of those nasty pleather ones that all the RV companies, for some reason, ridiculously think you want in your camper, the kind that peels off. We replaced this week 1. So we turned our little area over here into what we wanted it for. This was a kitchenette, and this was a love seat. Is it. We turned it into a regular size couch because Maverick is going to be on the couch with us no matter what. And we actually have this that we bought. Sorry, we're people and we live in this house, so it's not perfectly spick and span like you see in some people's videos that you're like, wait, do they live in that thing? So this actually, you can set it up and make it be your own little chair, or we bought this little upgrade for, I think it was $400, was it $400? And I think the place was called Bob's in Phoenix, Arizona. But you can turn this into a little twin. So if you need extra space, and this is actually quite comfortable. I've slept on it before when I was sick. Rob slept on it before when he was sick. Because, well, when you get sick in a camper, it's only so big. So you know, you sleep where you sleep when you get sick. So this is a great addition, I feel like, that we've done to ours. Because the thing about making your RV your home is you make it your home, and it has to fit your needs, not what it came as, not what somebody else wants it as. But what this is usually used for is Maverick's little cubby hole, as I call it, and he'll get up here and he'll just look out. Now let me show you what we got going over here. Bum ba da bum! Probably one of the best upgrades we have made to this camper. We installed a mini split, and that mini split works better than our other 3 rooftop ACs when they were turned on all at the same time. This one works better. So if you want more information on that video, we have that video already posted. Check that one out. We came with, we're somewhere currently that has lots and lots of bugs because we're on a lake. So the one thing you got to figure out about where you want to be is anywhere that there might be water, you're going to find bugs. Anywhere that's super mega dry, probably not going to find many bugs. We have storage here. This is our music system. I actually oftentimes will put my my music in here and just let it go. I plug in that way. I keep my Christmas lights up year round just because they make me happy, and you have to do things that make you happy. If I'm having a day, I plug them in and get a little happiness in my life. Pantry, yes, we are blessed with space in this camper. Is about what I tell you. We are blessed with space. I've rearranged this a million different times because we've been in this particular camper for 3 years. So you have to figure out what fits. We do have plenty of space in here, which we love. Another thing, one thing I would say I would change in our next camper, I do plan on getting a 4-eye burner in our next one because I do cook. We eat in here a lot because I like to cook, so that'll probably be one thing. Let me show you one thing that I've done over here. A lot of people don't know where to put their spices in their camper. So I've just done this. They stay right here. I put a tension rod right here. That way I can just take them as I go. Don't have to take them down ever. So that was one easy thing I did there. This is another thing that I've done. We don't use our oven. We use our oven part to be our pot and pan store because they don't lay flat, so it's a perfect spot for them if you're asking me. Next. We did have to replace this little guy. We've had to replace this on both campers that we've had, so it's just something that's going to happen. So the one we have now is like this. I will say it's a little lower than I would just love, but it works and it does its job, and it'll come up here if I really need it to be much higher, so that's one of those little things you don't have to worry about. Now come over here and let me show you this. So Rob installed me a dishwasher. Our camper did not come with a dishwasher, but I told him if he wants all his really home-cooked meals and everything from scratch, I ain't doing dishes all night. So he put me a dishwasher in. That was an aftermarket upgrade that we did to our camper to make our camper ours. That video is also already posted, so you can go check that out. We have a playlist called Fixing the RV. It's stuff from this camper and our previous camper, and it's just any kind of upgrade, update, anything we've had to fix. You're going to find it in that playlist. Alright, so this was 3 drawers. Now it's a dishwasher. This was actually storage. We decided we wanted to be cool and boondock more than we wanted to have storage, so we removed that. Now let's show you over here. This used to be just a flat, like a rounded off thing that had a piece of wood that had gotten beat to high heavens. So basically we just removed that. Realized this little ledge was here. These are all pictures that I've taken of places that we've been. I just got me some Mod Podge at the craft store and places we've been. And basically, no matter where we go, no matter who gets this house after us, it's places that your camper can go, but it's not too personalized where it's just us. Coming over here, yes, we do have lots of storage up here. We do have blue lights to go with kind of the theme of the outside. Our underbelly lights on this Grand Design Momentum are blue. Our clap lights are blue. That kind of goes with the current theme of what they've got going on. And one thing I will tell you is when we're boondocking or just at night in general, we use those blue lights a lot because they're very unharsh on your eyes, but you can still see great. So, great addition. This is what we do instead of the oven. We started out with a Ninja about this size, Ninja Foodie, that did air bake, broil, air fry, all that. Well, we looked up in last year in Wyoming, found a double oven on sale. So now I can do 2 things, 2 temperatures at once. One of the best ideas possible because nobody really has that even on a regular house. I do. Storage wise, we basically use all of these. One thing I'll say, we do have great storage in this camper. Most people, when they have the storage, they're going to fill it. And we did that with our first camper. We didn't do it with this one. Under here, we usually keep water. One thing I will tell you, that bottom, the very bottom cabinet opens up to under the belly. So if we are boondocking somewhere that's quite hot and we really actually want to use our air conditioner, last year we just opened these up so that way it could blow down through there and still actually give our Victron batteries all of that. a little bit of a break because it kept trying to overheat on us. That mini split will literally bring it right under the bed. Also, something I'm going to tell you, most people have complimented when they come in our camper is our stairs. Rob actually did this. So, excuse me, buddy. So, Rob bought a piece of wood at a swap meet, flea market, whatever you want to call it, in Arizona, and he turned it into our stairs. We put shoes there and under here, to be completely honest, and you can take your shoes off right at the front door. And this is why you boondock, folks. This right here. Because you're not on top of each other. Our friends, Wild Blue Wanderers, Ashley and Scott are right there. But even camping with them, same spot, we still don't even have to be on top of each other. It's amazing.
And I will say something about our floor plan that I like personally is the slides in the middle on both sides. Really open this place up and give us a lot of headspace. It allows our mini split to work really well in this configuration. And and when I sit down to watch TV, it's straight across from me and not at an angle.
Not me.
It's still right across from Bethany, and she can see it while she's cooking most times with just a glance over.
Oftentimes I'll be standing there watching or listening to some podcast over there that I want to watch, but every now and then I'll stand on this side and I'll cut and prep all my stuff here where I can look at the TV, and then when I'm ready I just go on the other side.
But we really like the island as well because it allows flow around this place, and you can have quite a few people in here and still be comfortable and be able to move around with this floor plan. So I really suggest people get hose and slides.
Absolutely, it makes a big difference. I'll tell you, having the slides on both sides really opens it up between feeling like you're in a camper and having a big old open space.
Do I look like Lord of the Flies?
We feel like it right
Everywhere.
now. Wait, let me turn you this way.
Look at all those flies.
Alright, so the shower room, bathroom, whatever, it's a little small, so I'm not going to try to walk in there and show you. I'm just going to show you what we got going on. Alright, so we do have 2 pantry-sized cupboards, which is pretty nice. I'm going way deep in there with my toilet paper. Here's the flaw, Grand Design. Here's the flaw. So basically, you have to risk stuff falling in your toilet to be able to get this open. So there's a massive flaw there that nobody thought about. But I am happy that I have plenty of storage in here. It's just very unfortunate that clumsy Bethany can't just leave this shut to get stuff out. Yeah. As far as the shower is concerned, it's about the size of a cruise shower anyway. And look. All those ladybug beetles. They're beetles, they're not ladybugs. They're everywhere right now. We are currently in North Carolina, right outside of Fort Bragg. I mean, like a mile from Fort Bragg. You can hear them shooting. Anyway, under here, we basically have just storage stuff. We keep our towels down here. We got our Victron sitting right there. Or at least the storage. We do have a nice little bowl, which I love and hate. Love and hate because it's glass. And you can see water spots if you really, really look. Which is annoying. So it's hard to kind of keep clean looking. But it is what it is. This is something I put up here. The toothbrush holder. I installed those so that way if I need to hang something in here wet, like a raincoat or something, that has come in handy a handful of times where I can just put whatever in here and let it drip dry in here. We do have 3 of these drawers. That's where the heat comes out while you're in here. So I got 3 of these drawers. This did come with it. I installed this myself. That way, if you don't want full light, you can have a little bit of a light. It's enough of a night light. But honest to goodness, the Zevo bug catcher is plenty enough light for us at night to where it's a night light and it catches all the bugs. Great bug catcher, y'all. It catches the tiny ones too, not just the big ones. It won't catch those ladybug beetles though, unfortunately. Alright, leaving the bathroom, let's show you the bedroom. So, this is the bedroom. Its name's Maverick. Anyway, so this is the bedroom. I didn't do a whole pickup job because, well, we live here. I'm not the RVer who's going to pretend like my house is spotless all the time, because it's not. We're out enjoying stuff instead of keeping a spotless place. It's clean, I'll put it that way. It's clean. That's all it needs to do. I don't have to pick up all the clutter. You're going to find some clutter anytime you come to see me, whether it be in this camper or somewhere else. Anyway, so one thing that really annoys me about this camper is every single one of the outlets is coming out of the wall. All of them. That annoys me, because then you can't just easily plug stuff in and pull it out. You really have to pay attention. Our bed. This is we keep shoes in there. I'm not going to open it because I got some nasty shoes in there that need cleaned. Got that from IKEA. Over here we got the tower fan, so it pulls air from alongside the wall from the mini split in the living room. And we can bring it in here more if we would like. These are Maverick stairs, so he can get up on the bed easier. We got 3 drawers apiece. These 3 are mine. These 3 are Rob's. And we keep all the socks in there. Y'all get to see my messy closet, because again, I'm not going to be fake and pretend like my closet's not a mess, because it's a mess. Ready? There we go. I will say, we got the worst closet doors known to man. Half the time they don't want to open. So, yeah. Stuffs. We do have a hookup for wash and dryer on this side, which we don't use. We keep the laundry basket here, but it's currently being laundered. Got some space up here, which is what we normally put our hoodies and stuff on. I will say, though, these do fall anytime we move, so think about that whenever you're putting stuff up here. I got one of these things because I didn't want to get rid of all my jewelry. So I got rid of, I'd say, 3/4 of it, and this is what I kept of it. Probably shouldn't have even kept that much because I can tell you how many times I've used any of those, but I kept me some clothes just in case. Back here, we do have, there's the blue lights that come with the Momentum. That didn't do enough. There was that came with it. You know, it allows for a lot more storage because we put our shirts along in through here. Shirts, pants, basically whatever is out of season goes in here, and what is in season goes in here. So it depends on what season we're in, what goes where. We have an extra set of sheets no matter what, because you never know what's going to happen. These are flannel, so that way for somewhere where it's cool, we can put those on. We have this little rod. Back there, I keep some shoes that come out every now and then, because I didn't get rid of all of them.
Prancing. What are you doing, Prancing?
The question on everyone's mind with boondocking: how much solar do you actually need? Well, that depends on a few things. No trees to obstruct, so only pulling power from what little we can. In saying that, that's why you hear the generator on right now. It has been overcast and has rained every single day since we've been here. It hasn't been overcast the whole time we've been here, but it has been overcast every day at some point. It has rained at every day some point. So, I say that because we're currently, Rob said, he just looked, we're getting about 250 watts. Like this. Now.
Complete cloud cover today. Raining. We have 2,250 watts of bifacial solar panels on the roof. That's enough to produce all of the power that we need under normal circumstances. But days like today, when it's cloudy, you're still going to need more power, so it's still nice to have a generator. This is day 2 of cloudy, rainy, getting very little solar output today.
How many amp hours do we have of batteries, Rob?
We have 1,080 amp hours of lithium battery, and we just run the cheapest Amazon bought battery that we could find. We have 2 lithium batteries here. two more behind the wall.
They're behind that wall.
And on that wall, we have our charge controllers. We have two of those. We have the Multi-Plus 2, the 2x. We have the distributor, the shunt, a cutoff, used a few different ways. We have a cutoff for our solar. This is our solar wires coming in from the roof. So we can cut those off if we need to. And this is how we make power for our rig.
All right, well,
We live pretty comfortable in here.
that's a fact. And that's why I want to make this video, because there are a lot of questions on how much solar do you need, but there's a difference between how much solar do you need and how much solar do you need to be comfortable. That's huge. That's a huge difference that a lot of people don't think about. We always live comfortably. Yeah, we're not doing it anymore. We're going to be comfortable wherever we go.
And we have all of our power equipment. This is under the floor of our bathroom and bedroom. So it's up our floor nice for us.
And just like that, that is our house, and this is where we live. We've been living in this one for 3 years. However, we've only really been boondocking for like the last year and a half, so that's where the solar comes in. If RV content, outdoors, anything in that area of content is something that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check us out. We post videos every Tuesday. Also, when you're lucky enough and we get enough time to stop playing out in the wilderness to edit, you'll get a bonus episode sometimes in the weekends. If there's ever any way that you want to help us out and you don't want it to really take anything from you, you want to help us financially, and you don't want to have to give us a dime, make sure when you leave the house next time, just hit that play all button on one of our playlists, and that'll give us some watch time. YouTube don't really pay that much, but pennies add up, so hit that play all for us next time you leave the house. Anyway, guys, see you next week.
Okay. We have 2,250 watts of